In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the rotate command. Due to this, I'm going to toss out an object in 3D space. So I'm just going to build a box from the solid menu. First corner, the other corner, come down in the front view and click for the height. And now I can go into the top view and I'm just going to drag this box out here. So now we have our box. If we need to reposition this box, I can rotate this. And it'll depend on the viewport that I do this in. So since I'm in the top viewport, I go to Transform and Rotate. It'll ask me to select the object to rotate. I'm going to use the box. If we had multiple objects, we could do this with multiple objects. So I'm going to right click. Now it asks me for the center of rotation. So this could be at any point. If you have some object that you need to snap to, or that you're trying to rotate around, you would use that particular point. It may be the 0 point, so you could type in 0 and press enter. There's also a copy option with this rotate command, so you can create copies of the object as you're rotating it. So I'm, in this case, just going to come and click over by the end snap here. I'm going to snap to the end and right click. And now you can see the circular tracking line. It asks me for an angle or forced reference point. So I can type in an angle, or in this case, if I want, I can rotate this 90 degrees using my ortho shortcut holding down the shift key. So I'm going to hold down shift and come out to the right side here and left click. Now you can see it prompts me for the second reference point. So I can now rotate this object and I want to rotate it 90 degrees. So if I hold down shift again and click, you can see that now I've rotated it. So as I had mentioned, this is viewport dependent. So if I want to stand this box up on its end, go ahead and shade this in. I want to stand this box up on the end so that the shortest direction is no longer in the Z, it's in the X. I would rotate this box in the front view. So if I come into the front view and do rotate, select object to rotate, and I'm going to come end snap here and shift, click, stand it up, hold shift again, and click again. And now I've rotated and stood this object up. So again, this command is viewport dependent. Whatever viewport is the viewport that it will be rotating in, you can reposition objects in this way. There's another type of rotate which can be used, which is a axial rotation. So here we pick a first point and a second point. So we rotate around the pivot. In the second one, we select 2 points, so it rotates around an axis. So I'm going to maximize my perspective and show you this command. Under Transform is Rotate 3D. The object to rotate, I'm going to select the box again and right click. So the way that this command works, we're prompted for the start of rotation axis. So I'm going to use another end snap here. And now the end of rotation axis. I'm going to come over and find this end snap here. Now you can see we're prompted for our angle or our first reference point. So I can come out, use shift, click, and rotate the box. Now, at first this seems very similar to the rotation method that I just used, which I could have made this rotation in the right view. But now if I want to rotate this so that the rotation axis is not planar to one of the construction planes or one of the viewports, I could draw my axis across 2 points, like corner to corner, and you could see how the rotation angle is drawn perpendicular to the rotation axis. So now I could rotate this in 3D space. So those are a couple of different ways of positioning objects using the rotation commands. And that concludes this tutorial.